The U.S. has issued a blunt and unmistakable warning to Canada, making it clear that the stakes are high when it comes to military cooperation and continental security. According to American officials, abandoning the F-35 fighter jet deal could seriously damage the long-standing defense partnership between the two countries, potentially undermining decades of trust and collaboration. At the heart of this issue is NORAD, the joint U.S.-Canadian command responsible for the defense of North American airspace, a symbol of binational cooperation since the Cold War. The U.S. insists that both nations must operate the same advanced fighter jet, specifically the F-35, to guarantee seamless communication, rapid response, and unified security protocols in the face of evolving threats. American officials argue that interoperability isn't just a preference, but an absolute necessity. They warn that introducing a different jet into the mix could create dangerous vulnerabilities, slow down joint missions, and complicate logistics. Yet Canadian critics are pushing back, calling these warnings exaggerated and even alarmist. They point out that modern military alliances, like NATO, routinely integrate different aircraft using standardized protocols and advanced technology, allowing for effective cooperation despite hardware differences. Supporters of alternatives, such as the Swedish Gripen, argue that these jets could meet Canada's needs just as well, offering flexibility, cost savings, and proven performance in multinational operations. For the U.S., however, the F-35 is about more than just hardware. It's about maintaining technological dominance and ensuring that allies are equipped with the very best. For many Canadians, this debate is a test of whether NORAD truly represents a partnership of equals, or if American priorities will always take precedence in critical decisions. As Canada approaches a final decision, the debate over what's truly required for continental defense and what it means for the future of the U.S. Canada alliance has never been more intense or more consequential. The F-35 program has been controversial in Canada since its inception in 2010, plagued by political battles and public skepticism. Critics argue the selection process favored the American jet from the start, fueling years of distrust. Persistent cost overruns and delays, especially with the Block 4 model, have only deepened concerns about value for money and transparency. The government faces mounting pressure to justify investing billions in a platform with a troubled history, as public trust in the procurement process erodes. As the final decision looms, the F-35's legacy of controversy ensures that any outcome will be scrutinized through a decade of broken promises and divided opinion. The Swedish Saab Gripen stands out as the leading alternative to the F-35, offering a compelling mix of modern technology, versatility, and cost-effectiveness. While the F-35 often dominates headlines, the Gripen has quietly built a reputation for reliability and adaptability, especially in challenging environments. Supporters of the Gripen point to its significantly lower acquisition and operating costs, making it a practical choice for Canada's vast and often inhospitable Arctic regions. Its design is tailored for cold weather and remote operations, which is crucial for a country with such an expansive northern frontier. The Gripen's ability to operate from short, remote, and even improvised airfields gives it a unique edge. This flexibility means it can be rapidly deployed to isolated communities or forward bases, ensuring a persistent presence where it's needed most. Beyond its operational strengths, the Gripen comes with a robust industrial benefits package. Saab has promised significant technology transfer, local assembly, and long-term investment in Canada's aerospace sector, potentially creating thousands of high-quality jobs and boosting the national economy. Some defense experts have even suggested a mixed fleet approach, acquiring a smaller number of F-35s to fulfill Canada's NATO and NORAD alliance commitments, while relying on the more affordable and Arctic-capable Gripens for sovereignty patrols, rapid response, and routine northern missions. This strategy could balance the need for interoperability with U.S. and allied forces, while also addressing Canada's unique geographic and defense requirements. The ongoing debate challenges the assumption that only the F-35 can meet Canada's needs, opening the door to a broader conversation about what truly matters in national defense procurement. Ultimately, the question remains: does Canada require the world's most advanced and expensive jet, Or should it prioritize an aircraft that is best suited to its unique geography, climate, and evolving defense priorities? A core concern in the F-35 debate is Canadian sovereignty, specifically, the risk of relying on U.S.-controlled technology for critical defense systems. Critics warn that American control over the F-35's software and data could limit Canada's independence in defense and foreign policy. Recent U.S. political volatility has only heightened fears about depending on a sometimes unpredictable ally. Many Canadians see U.S. pressure as a challenge to their autonomy, fueling calls for a decision based solely on Canada's interests. The F-35 choice is more than a military purchase. It's a test of Canada's resolve to act as an independent nation. Canada is rapidly approaching the final stages of its long and complex fighter jet selection process, a decision that has been years in the making and is now coming to a head. A comprehensive review of the F-35 Lightning II is expected to be completed soon, with the aircraft widely seen as the front-runner in this high-stakes competition. The outcome will not only define Canada's air combat capabilities for generations, but also shape its strategic partnership with the United States and other NATO allies for decades to come. Throughout the process, the U.S. government has maintained steady and intense diplomatic pressure on Ottawa, strongly warning against the risks of operating a mixed fleet, and urging Canada to fully commit to the F-35 program for maximum efficiency, cost savings, and alliance cohesion. Canadian officials must now carefully weigh the advantages of seamless interoperability with allies against the F-35's significant price tag, ongoing delays, and concerns about maintaining national sovereignty and independent decision-making. The final choice will have a profound impact on the future of the Royal Canadian Air Force, influencing its operational readiness and global role. It will also set the tone for Canada-US relations, signaling the direction of defense cooperation and trust between the two nations. With public debate and scrutiny reaching a fever pitch, and citizens voicing strong opinions on both sides, the government's upcoming decision is poised to be one of the most consequential and closely watched moments of its entire term in office. U.S. Ambassador Pete Hoekstra's pointed remarks on the F-35 deal sparked a wave of criticism from Canadians. Many saw his comments as an overreach, an attempt to bully Canada into a decision, rather than respecting its sovereignty. The backlash highlights a deep desire for a partnership based on mutual respect, not pressure. For many, the F-35 debate has become a stand for Canadian independence, not just a question of which jet to buy. The public's insistence on a truly Canadian decision is now a major force in the political landscape. Some Canadians argue the country holds real leverage in the F-35 negotiations. A multi-billion-dollar contract is no small bargaining chip. This deal could be used to secure broader advantages in trade or environmental talks with the U.S. History shows Canada can operate a mixed fleet without compromising defense commitments, making the U.S. insistence on a single platform seem more commercial than strategic. The debate is ultimately about prioritizing Canada's interests, whether that means using the deal for leverage, choosing a mixed fleet, or opting for greater industrial benefits. The final choice will define Canada's relationship with its closest ally and its commitment to an independent foreign policy. The stakes could not be higher.